Saturday! Hello, my beautiful girl. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hit that thumbs up as you're rolling in. Got a lot to talk about.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding me your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Oh my God, it's your birthday, be great. Happy birthday to you. 88 up in here. Up in here.
I'm gone. Don't run from the truth. You're lost. Now I know you played me just like I do. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim. No worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And now we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your
Right.
place in this
No
world.
way.
Big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Hell is here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Yeah.
Is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew.
Run it up.
Every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day.
Yeah, let's
Every
go.
laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride.
Thank you, Abo.
Got
you, baby.
Members make the truth so clear. Every life we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those
Share the
pearls,
vibe.
let's take the ride. Come is here
Together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low. Together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar.
I got you, Obo. Catch you back. Thank you, baby.
We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community.
Y'all.
Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
What do we do?
We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justin's heart and your support. Together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world
You just gotta be correct, don't you?
With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Here we go.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe.
We love you, Sophie.
Let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Where have you been protected? Girl, we missed ya.
Big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too.
Oh, Mr. Edgar ain't what he used to be, ain't what he used to be, ain't what he used to be. Well, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options. Anywhere on the internet, anywhere in thy world. And you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending time with moi. Today is March 15th, 2025. It is currently 9:23 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Boy, woo! I think Mob Crew's about done. I try to do it till after his live. He usually doesn't say near as live as long as I do. So there's that. Anywho, thank you, Angel Mama. Thank you so much, darling. Really, really do appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let's have a chicken party tonight. Justin, check text, please. We need your opinion on the photo Smiley has showing someone looking like Sebastian A. Ronald, Mississippi, 958. Okay. Okay. I pulled it up. Gotcha. Let me thank a few of you first. Hatter says Mob is saying PFs 100% had cameras. They weren't working. How convenient. How convenient for someone that installs and fixes cameras that their cameras weren't working. Yep. Yep. In that something. In that something, Hatters. Um Cameras allegedly inside, although Edgarstein will not say whether he had cameras or not inside. Still interesting though, huh? I agree with Mob on that for sure. Be great 88. Happy birthday to you. Good to see you, my dear. Appreciate you. Make sure I sing happy birthday to you and Little Texas Tornado. Happy birthday, my dear. Love you to pieces. Love you both so much. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, my loves. Hobo, thank you. I just got your text. Did you want me to read that, Hobo? If you did, I will. Just let me know, honey. And thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace. Really do appreciate that. If you received that pearl necklace from our dear Hobo, please make sure you thank them. Wouldn't have any other way to. Ah, thank you, Chicken Lady. Good to see you. So okay, I'll look at that, Cassie. I've got that pulled up. We'll go over that. Gizzy, I'm still waiting for my song. I sometimes I sing them the next day, but let me bookmark you so I can do that to you as well. Where is Gizzy? All right, I bookmark you. I'll sing to you as well. My dear Canadian Cookie coming in clutch. How you doing, Canadian? Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you, my love. You received that pearl necklace. Give our Canadian Cookie a big thank you. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Ah, Leslie, thank you as well, my dear. permanent blood. Woo, God. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our beloved Leslie. Hobo, did you want me to read that? I can't. Hey, girl, mom. Just trying to go back and see if you said Justin, you can or whatever. Okay, okay. I just saw it. So you guys know Hobo is having surgery. Um, she says she met with the doctors Friday. She's decided to wait to have her surgery in mid-April. Her first grandson will be born April 4th. Congratulations, and I want to meet him. She says the doctors were honest and said it's going to be a very high risk surgery, and that I don't even want to speak anything else. What she put in that. She said, I love you and my Pearl family. Thank you for all the prayers. They are much needed. Thank you. She's got this. She is going to kick ass, is what she's going to do. This is the basic. Thank you, my dear. She's going to kick its ass, is what she's going to do. She's got this. And she's going to meet her little grandson, watch him grow up. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you. Perfect. Jenny. 3 months coming in clutch. Oh, you good. Thank you so much, my dear, for your support. I really, really do appreciate that. Good to see you. Hello, Manson. Good to see you. Many, many prayers. Yes. We pray for our pearls, don't we? For sure. Got a lot to talk about in this live. Um, going over, there is one more thing that, well, let me just do this first. Cassie sent me, otherwise I'll get sidetracked and I won't do it. uh so someone put, is this Sebastian? It's a little blurry, and I'm going to say no, in my opinion. Although um I'm sure law enforcement has hopefully contacted, but I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is. No. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of, you know, people out there that, looks similar to Sebastian. Good. Good. It should be. Should be. Just it's better to, send it in, them check and it not be anything, right? Then and it kind of clears up that rumor. Oh my god, that might be him. You know what I mean? So I think it's the best thing to do in my opinion. Holly S, thank you so much. Thank you, loves. CP probably sent it into his new best friend. Yeah, probably be great. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, he was. Edgar has time to, watch and play games with these little things. Okay, sorry about that. One cell can't tag names, Miss Donna says. Uh, understand, Donna. Understand for sure. Um, please look for a text from. She is the one. Hold on 1 second. I just got a text. Um, we saw. Okay. Let me check something. I don't see anything where okay. Yep, I don't see anything from that person that just texted me. Oh, okay. Okay. Ashley, if you're in there, if you wanna text me, someone just said you was in chat. So, I say that's not Sebastian, though we thought, we don't know what he would look like if he put on weight. Yep, that's true, that's true. Um, I sent it to you. 30s. Oh, to be honest with you, Smiley, I would not play him on my channel. Uh, that would be, I would never play. No, yeah, just not me. Sorry. Uh, if you know what I mean. Anywho, will blonde hair can turn light brown as yes, that it can. That it can. So the last there's I'm trying to get to the bottom of something here. And um the one who talked to Edgar, the one who talked to Edgar, did that Ashley, if you know what I mean. Okay. So there's been a few things that has been put out in the last year claiming that Edgar was there's three different texts. Or one is a comment or a video recording. I actually have it um but I'm going to play this. I don't know where it's at. And this is supposedly Edgar's alibi. This is supposedly his coworker, but also maybe his boss that uh not like I don't guess the main boss, but over Edgar. Justin Raymond Thomas said he is watching from sideline. He isn't feeling good. Oh, okay, Thomas Raymond. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. You okay? You been sick? He probably paid him. Well, if you listen to the call, um, I found this from hindsight. It's edited. The voice is edited. I actually know who the guy is, like a foreman perhaps. And I'll play it. I'll play it here. Oh, hold on. I'm getting um okay, I just text you back there. And here we go. There is this one of this person who was allegedly in the same campground as Edgar. He supposedly goes to a bar earlier that day, and then he goes back to the campsite where I guess he has his camper around 11 o'clock. He's at some sort of club or beer joint or whatever. And he claims that Edgar's truck is there at 11 o'clock. There is also a text message that came out from a guy named Thomas who says I'll show you in just a second. And then there is another one, and I cannot find it. I've been looking for it. If you have it, please send it to me. It's someone that says, I work with Edgar, and I can tell you he was here at, it was either 6 or 6:30, and the gates open up at 7. Something to that effect. So there's 3 different accounts, and that's something kind of makes you scratch your head. Right. Credit goes to my friend and yours, not mob crew, hindsight 2002.
I'm talking about. There is an audio recording that Clue shares. I'm not sure which episode it is. I'll try to find out for you guys. I'll send a message in just a minute. But it's played, and it's an audio that says, "Who?"
All right, I've got this phone call.
Saw Chris,
I'm gonna
where
use
Chris was, and the timestamps of when these alleged corroboration of his
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, my love.
alibi is.
Loved every minute
You.
of it.
I'm gonna play something for you.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. On Sunday, right? That Sunday, I was able to put his fucking skirt on his trailer. I left on my holiday 8 o'clock at night.
Okay. Let me take this down. He says that he cusses and all that. He is speaking to Heather, the PI here. And he says he left on his Harley at 8 o'clock that night. And he got back at 11:30 from the effing bar. He was still there at midnight.
I got back at 11:30 from the fucking bar. He was still there at midnight. He was at the fucking job site at 5:15 in the morning. There's no
He was on the effing job site at 5:15 in the morning. She changed the voice so people may not know who he was.
Do you guys hear that? Let me slow it down.
on Sunday, right? That Sunday, I was able to put his fucking skirt on his trailer. I left on my holiday 8 o'clock at night. I got back at
All right. The skirts on the trailer. The skirts on the trailer. Let me go back a little bit.
Slow it down.
on Sunday, right? That Sunday, I was able to put his fucking skirt on his trailer. I left on my holiday 8 o'clock at night. I got back.
He's going to put a skirt on his trailer. Now, what if, for instance, someone has a picture or video, or there is, people's always taking pictures, no matter where you're at. If you're in a camping site, everywhere they're taking pictures. So what if that doesn't? What if his fifth wheel doesn't have a skirt on it?
Back at 11:30 from the fucking bar. He was still there at midnight. He was at the fucking job site at 5:15 in the morning. I'm on Sunday.
I'll do it one more time.
I'm on Sunday, right? That Sunday, I was able to put his fucking skirt on his trailer. I left on my holiday 8 o'clock at night. I got back at 11:30 from the fucking bar. He was still there at midnight. He was at the fucking job site at 5:15 in the morning.
In the morning.
Now, I don't believe for a second this to be true. I don't. He sounds really invested in this, if you ask me. Just really invested. Plus, there's 2 other accounts of people allegedly working with Edgar, which I'll show you another one. I'm trying to find the one. Oh, hold on one second. I might have got it. One second, y'all. What does that say, Cassie? Yep. Well, it sounded like they were doing a lot that day, putting skirts on trailers, working on cars, which you're not allowed to work on cars there, right? You're not allowed to work on cars, which I will show you that again right here. No vehicle repairs. No vehicle repairs are allowed at all. Thank you, Misty Moonlight. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that, my dear. I really do appreciate you, love. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Lil Red. Thank you, baby. Really do appreciate you. Y'all, the links, I think the links people will go to are amazing. Yes, that is, yes. So it makes me wonder, this guy went out on his Harley in February? You went out in February on your Harley. Got it. Why didn't he take his car? Why didn't he take his car? Or his truck or whatever he drives? I think that's interesting. A little chilly to be riding, especially at 11 o'clock at night. It was raining a lot there in Tennessee. Yeah. Geofencing, that's why he used, I don't know. I find that very interesting that it's February. He's taking his Harley out at nighttime. He went to a beer joint. So he says, no, it's not. It's not him, guys. I promise. I've heard. I've got the original call. I can dig it out of my phone and transfer it and play it sometimes. Justin, it wasn't cold in February 24th to put Justin, it wasn't that cold in February of 24 to put a skirt on your fifth wheel, Shirley says. I don't know. I don't know. A Harley to go drinking in the winter? Not believable, someone says. Well, it's that's kind of interesting, isn't it? So, where's Edgar in this? What time did he stop looking or working on that car? What time did he stop working on that car Sunday? And why the hell won't he speak about that day? He won't speak about Sunday. Sorry, that's another thing that law enforcement has dictated me. Yeah, I know, Sheila. Not to speak about. No. Not a
what the person is saying. I know it's a little hard to understand, but I'm not trying to like out nobody or, because y'all know some of these bitches on these streets would be all, I know that voice. You know what I mean?
They can't understand it.
So basically, the
I know the voice.
conversation is
I'll play
saying,
the whole thing.
let me tell you something. That Sunday, I told him to put the fucking skirt on his trailer. I left out, I think on my Harley,
I don't know, Sandra.
and, or maybe that's not what he said. I don't know. That part is hard to understand. Went to the bar, came back, 11:30. He was still there. He was on the job site at 5:15 the next morning.
Who is going to the bars at coming home at 11:30, probably not getting till bed till 12:30, and y'all are at work at 5:15? Justin, if KP was on the phone at 6 and he was in the crane talking to her, how long does it take for him to climb up the crane? I have no idea. Wonder if Edgar went to that bar the 24-hour he went to pick up his fifth wheel. I don't think he went to the bar. I think he was much too busy doing other things on Wednesday night. He was with 2 other people that evening. And that is for sure 2 other people. If it can be done, not fit for work though, especially a crane. Timeline would be tight, but it could happen. I don't believe for Blue Angel. This is Sunday night. This is Sunday night. The night Sebastian and KK is at, the Texas Roadhouse, and then they go back home and they talk on the phone allegedly for 2 hours. This is the 25th. He is saying that he helped Edgar, or asked to help Edgar to put a skirt on his fifth wheel. Bingo. Yes. I mean, I would think, just my opinion, that Edgarstein. Did she text me? Hold on, I'm getting some text, guys. Horn Lake, Mississippi. Okay, Horn Lake, Mississippi. That night was 46 degrees. 46 to 50 degrees. Julie, did I text you back? I don't see. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Hold on, guys. If you want to show it when. Ooh, I got this. Okay. That was 2015. Okay. Julie, if you want to call in a second, in a few little bit, we can talk about that for sure. And then we go over, and I'll play this for you right here.
To the truth. These are some must-see messages in the Sebastian Rogers case, allegedly from a co-worker of Chris Proudfoot. We know that he is a crane worker and was working at St. Jude's, which is about 3 hours away from his home. Sebastian was put to bed on the 25th February by his mother, Katie Proudfoot. On the morning of the 26th, she went to wake him up for school, but Sebastian was nowhere to be found. Where was Chris at this time? He says he was at work. Well, this co-worker of his has a very interesting version to share. This man says he was also working at St. Jude's, and Chris.
Okay, so this is the Thomas guy. I am working at St. Jude's. Edgar was operating the crane for us February 26th. I had issues with his performance and his attitude and demeanor all morning, so bad that I requested for him to be removed. Hey, Since, good to see you, honey. So that's very interesting. Hey, Kiki, thank you, baby. Good to see you. Just wondering if he had a fifth wheel to pull and Motors trailer. Also, he can't do that alone, right? If he had a fifth wheel to pull and Motors trailer. What's a Motors trailer? Like a thing to haul your bikes and stuff on? He did have a trailer. But it was at the house. So, and yeah, you can hook it up by yourself. Pretty sure you can. Motorcycle trailer. Yeah. He did have one, but it was at the home. Thank you, Julie. Really do appreciate you. There's also a lot of motorhomes and campers that you can put toys like a motorcycle. That is true. Yes. Yep. This was Thomas. And these were in the early days. There's one more out there that it says something to the effect of, I have it somewhere. It's from way back. It says, I was working with Edgar. He was on the job site at 6:30 that morning, and it says gates open at 7. If anyone has that, please send it to me. So there's 3 different accounts. One that is 5:15. I don't believe the 5:15 one. I don't believe it at all. But I'm gonna show you guys some more stuff here in just a little bit. Edgar had it. Well, this is the thing. Why did he almost get fired? I don't believe it was because of his attitude that morning. I mean, after all, you have your stepson missing. I'm sure that they're going to be a lot more understanding. Yep. Yep, plant lady. Yep.
Chris was operating the crane for them on February 26. He had issues with Chris's performance, attitude, and demeanor all morning, so bad that he requested Chris be removed. They started work at 7 on the morning of the 26th, and Chris was replaced by 10 or 11. He then stormed off the job site. So, Chris had all night and only started work at 7 on the 26th. By that,
Here it is. Damn. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. I requested he be removed from the crane by 10 or 11. He was replaced and he stormed off the job site. We start work at 7 a.m. Why the hell? Why? It's 5:15 or 7. 5:15 or 7. Right? Now, if you go to here, and also if you I have someone that lives close in that area. They say they've been there. It doesn't start until 7 o'clock, which is exactly what the city says. Construction hours are permitted by the jurisdiction in which the project is located. Construction hours for projects located in the city of Memphis will comply with ordinance number 5660, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday, construction prohibited, or Saturday, construction prohibited on Sunday. Yes, he said he requested someone to relieve him. Which is highly interesting to me because if you don't start work till 7, right? If you don't start work till 7 and you already knew Sebastian was missing by 6:03, well, why did you even clock in? Why did you even clock in? But here's the other thing. He said that he was already up in the crane at 6:03. He's trying to get he's trying to listen to KK, and he's also trying to listen to his boss at the same time, so he's a little confused. So let's say 6, let's just say we go with Edgar. At 6 a.m., he's up in the crane. 7, 8, 9, 10, 30-ish is when he left. By 10 or 11, he was replaced. I haven't seen it all, Denise, though, yet. Tennessee is an at-will state. In at-will state, either the employee or the employer can terminate the employment relationship with any. Yeah, that's most states. They can. But the interesting thing about the phone call that was just played of the alleged guy that works with Edgar and stays in the same place with Edgar, he says in that phone call that we told him we were going to send him to a different place so people wouldn't know where he was at. So is it because, people would know where he's at, or did he get in trouble? Which one is it? Right. I don't see Edgar getting off Friday afternoon and sitting in the camper all weekend when he has a lot of things coming up, right? He's got his court coming up. There is these alleged CPS cases going on, and as in my opinion, as controlling as he is, he wants to know what's going on in his house. Now, allegedly him and KK were, kind of at odds on and off for a couple months. Actually, in that phone call that I don't think was played there, I don't think she played the whole call, but the guy said that Edgar was pretty much, I can't remember word for word, but he was pretty much tired of KK. He had been talking about, he was done with her. That Edgar was supposedly complaining to this guy about their relationship. Justin, if I left Memphis at 11, he was home at 1:30. That's 2 hours and 30 minutes that he got home. Yep. That is right. Yep. In my opinion, he's still not thrilled to be stuck with KK. Oh, I don't even think, in my opinion, I'm not even sure if they're actually together. Allegedly, I actually think Edgar has even spoken about this. He had lived with some of his exes at times as just roommates. To have to come up with. Yeah, I agree, Pamela. Yes, please, in my opinion, or allegedly. He says 3 hours and what was it, 39 minutes is what he says. He didn't confront her at all in the last video they did. Did you ever hear who's COS called? You don't have to go into it. Oh, yes. Let me tell you about Mexico too. Jesus. I don't know what you mean, Smiley. That's what Edgar says. 3 hours, 37 minutes, door to door, which is very interesting because that's what I think what Google Maps says. So if he was there at 3:10, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. And what they told her, they cannot report to work until 7 a.m. That's the time that security guards are there. Yeah, in the gates. Yep. And in my opinion, I believe this person, Thomas, more than I believe the guy in the phone call that's cussing and saying he's riding on his Carly, uh, because I can see Edgar getting off, them taking him out of work because he's cussing and acting a fool. And it says we start work at 7 a.m., which corroborates just about any person that has ever either went there and asked, what time the doors or the gates open or whatever it is. I don't buy. It doesn't make sense for someone to be there at 5:15 in the morning. Especially whenever you had all weekend to talk, but you call at 9:43 or 9:46 and talk to midnight or just before midnight. You're in bed by 1 o'clock. For you to get up and take 30 minutes to wake up, grab a coffee, take a shower, whatever you do in the morning, and then 15-minute drive there. The absolute earliest, or the latest rather, the absolute latest he could have left, and I mean latest, he could have left his camper that morning would have been 4:30 in the morning. Why would he leave at 4:30 when you just went to bed at about 1 a.m.? It doesn't sound right. Doesn't smell right. It doesn't sense right. That makes no sense. Nashville to Hendersonville, it says 27 minutes. Yeah, they're right beside each other. Blue Eyes Dumpling. Is this a different screen name? Do you have two Blue Eyes Dumplings? Because I've got you as a mod on the other one. I don't know why it doesn't say that on this one. But I think Edgar's family took Sebastian and when he went on to work, in my opinion. It is closer from their home to Nashville. Remember, they live outside city limits. Justin, that's why my theory opinion is that he showed up very late that day because he was doing fishy things all night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't think anybody got sleep that night. Nobody. And I think if he was grumpy, the reason he was grumpy is because, in my opinion, of all the things, all the lack of sleep and everything that was going on. They sure could. They sure could. Now, if they vouch that to the police, absolutely they could.
Time Sebastian was already missing and reported missing too. How can we be sure that Chris was in that area all night? We know his phone probably was, and who knows, maybe it was placed on a call to Katie, so that could serve as an alibi. Definitely makes me wonder what the reason for his bad attitude and demeanor could be that morning. So terrible that someone had to ask for him to be removed. That is a massive red flag for me. This man goes on to say that Chris is back working at the St. Jude's project again, but this time on night shift. He saw Chris's truck in the parking lot when he went.
Hold
He
on.
saw Chris's.
I just saw that he is back working on night shift, not day shift. replied to your comment. He is back at working at St. Jude's Project. I don't think he ever went back there. They supposedly sent him to another place. Night shift. Right. Uh no, they're not going 24 hours
Truck
a
in the
day.
parking lot when he went to work. Something else that's really
Yes, unfortunately, I saw his truck in the parking lot this evening when I left work.
interesting about this account. Didn't Katie say she called Chris when she realized Sebastian was missing after 6 that morning? Did he get the call and was maybe annoyed that Sebastian is playing games or hiding somewhere? Or was his attitude the reflection of something far worse?
Far worse.
Are we getting
All right,
closer
I'm
to the
gonna
truth?
play it all the way
These
through.
are
That way
some must-see messages
y'all
in the
can listen to it.
Sebastian Rogers case, allegedly from a co-worker of Chris Proudfoot. We know that he is a crane worker and was working at St. Jude's, which is about 3 hours away from his home. Sebastian was put to bed on the 25th February by his mother, Katie Proudfoot. On the morning of the 26th, she went to wake him up for school, but Sebastian was nowhere to be found. Where was Chris at this time? He says he was at work. Well, this co-worker of his has a very interesting version to share. This man says he was also working at St. Jude's, and Chris was operating the crane for them on February 26. He had issues with Chris's performance, attitude and demeanor all morning, so bad that he requested Chris be removed. They started work at 7 on the morning of the 26th, and Chris was replaced by 10 or 11. He then stormed off the job site. So, Chris had all night and only started work at 7 on the 26th. By that time Sebastian was already missing, and reported missing too. How can we be sure that Chris was in that
Which
area
comment,
all
Brenda?
night? We know his phone probably was, and who knows, maybe it was placed on a call to Katie, so that could serve as an alibi. Definitely makes me wonder what the reason for his bad attitude and demeanor could be that morning. So terrible that someone had to ask for him to be removed.
Yeah, he
That
was
is a
working.
massive red flag for me. This man goes on to say that
He was working at. They sent him at Vanderbilt. Uh, St. Jude is in addition to a working hospital, not a total new building. Correct. His job was literally up in the air. He was a crane operator. He can say whatever. That doesn't mean it's true. Oh, hell no. Exactly. Um, he told Smiley he was working at Vanderbilt evenings. Yes. You can actually hear him on like the walkie-talkie when he's on Smiley's. Huh. A kid looking like Sebastian. You mean okay, I think I played it at the beginning, my dear, I'm pretty sure. Uh or even how could he be working night shift if there's no night work at St. Jude? My father-in-law was here. Can't show up with alcohol and breath. It's a liability. Oh yeah. He said on a panel he went to go get his RV because he was out of a job. Yeah, he said my job was up in the air. Why would he be working? His stepson was missing. Well, that's the question. I mean, you're not supposed to be having any you're not supposed to be on a cell phone up there either. they can also walk up to you. Yes. Yep, they sure can. Unless it's a different kind of job, truck driver or something, but definitely not a crane. That's a big. I think CP did not call KP. He called him saying she needed help, that something had gone wrong, and he flew down fast, helped her, and drove back. Well, if he did that, see, I don't think so. I think he was in Hendersonville Sunday, in my opinion. Because, one second, yeah. All right, sorry about that. Um, why would he? Why would law enforcement ask they want to see Sunday afternoon? And I told you guys this a long time ago, and I stand on it 1,000%. There was a neighbor that when Sebastian first went missing, they came and they looked at that night that Sebastian went missing. And they didn't see anything. Didn't see anything. And they said thank you. They're out. They come back a few days later and they look at Saturday and particularly Sunday afternoon. And I'm told that the two, I guess at TBI, I guess it was TBI. I can ask. I'm pretty sure they said TBI. The two looked at each other when, like, on Sunday evening, and then they took footage for Saturday and Sunday. They didn't take nothing from that night from this person's home in the neighborhood, but they did take it from that weekend. I've always found that interesting. That's why, in my opinion, they wanted what, they asked publicly. They didn't say what they were looking for, which kind of tells you something, in my opinion. They didn't want to say who they were looking for. Um, where was that? Hey Heidi, good to see you, my dear. Vanderbilt Hospital is in Nashville. Yes. St. Jude is in Memphis. He never went back to work. I mean, I don't know. I've kind of thought before, did he did he not show up at work at all that day? And is that why they, were going to fire him? No call, no show kind of thing. I don't know. Did he show up late? But I have a feeling that he wanted to definitely make sure that he was at work. I've heard that, Lori. I've heard that for sure. So, thank you, Cindy Lou. Really do appreciate you. No. Edgar was not at the bar that night. His boss was allegedly at the bar that night. He leaves allegedly on his Harley around 7 or something, and he comes back in the camper hood, whatever it's called, the campground, and he passes Edgar's trailer, and Edgar's truck is allegedly there at around 11:30 that night. Remember, Silver on the scene talked to someone at RV park. They said Edgar was off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Does anyone have that video? Well, I had heard in the very beginning that Edgar allegedly was going to take a couple days off because he was, quote, getting ready for his court date, he said. Oh, yes, C-Star. They certainly do. CP asked to be relieved, but Job didn't know child was missing. He was released and being dangerous on the job, in my opinion. I call it the camper hood. I do. Julie, if you want to call in, you can call in. I'll take your call before I get started with the next thing. Heck, the campground we stayed at, there is no noise after 11 p.m. and this Harley pulls up at 11:30. I have questions. Hello, Miss Jolie.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me okay? I'm okay?
Yep. I got you.
Okay, great.
What's going
All
on?
right. Yeah, so I sent you a picture of the man you were talking about the other night. That I can tell you this. Well, the picture I sent you is now almost 10 years old. But there are others similar to this one. I don't know if you're showing it yet.
I'm not. He's got a criminal history.
Oh, no. Yes. Yes. I've only done a little bit of looking, like, let's say at one county, and found, multiple things that are felonies.
Felonies? Really?
Felonies, yes. Yes. So this particular one, well, I do want to say, I saw you talking about him. I saw his picture, and I had, I do genealogy and stuff like that. So I knew who he was. I do want to say, on my live, I made a mistake. I wanted to correct myself. I said mistakenly that Daniel was the oldest child. He is the middle child.
And this is Daniel, right?
Bower Sox Jr.
This is Daniel.
He's Daniel.
Okay.
Daniel. And his Terry Bower Sox Jr., who had called into JLR once before, he's the oldest. Daniel is the middle child. I mistakenly said Daniel was the oldest child.
Okay.
They're not far apart in age, though.
Oh, they're seeing breaking up.
And then,
is that better, guys? Go ahead and talk now.
Okay, I could switch to.
No, it's me. It's not you.
Okay. So, yeah. So
okay.
He is.
Someone said Daniel Bower Sox picture shown last night, so I'll show it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't show this picture. This is new.
Right there.
I paused you, so I'm like, so I
I'm showing it.
An echo. So, all right, if you're showing it, just let me know.
I got it. I'm showing it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so he looks actually. I find that the pictures I see now that he looks more like his stepbrother, who is not biologically related to Chris Proudfoot.
Right.
Now than he did 10 years ago.
Right.
You could see on this picture he's listed at 6'4". One thing, on the video from, the camera from a neighbor where we can make out figures, people had said that it looked taller than what Chris is, and I said, I don't know if, look, the topography of where they were standing, if you're on a hill walking sort of up and you're in the front, you could look taller. If you are if Katie were out there allegedly, and if she were leaning behind somebody, sort of leaning down, one person could look taller than the other. Or it could be that this is the person that we see who is next to a person who looks like Katie, is not CP, or Edgar, but somebody else, and somebody who looks very much like him in the sense that he has now wears a beard, goatee, or beard, just like his. The pictures I see nowadays are, strikingly similar, considering that they're not related.
Was the felonies, was it like violent or in nature?
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this particular one, the date you have on it is 2015, but it's a little complicated because I believe that, there may have been previous things, like if every time you commit a crime, things get more intense, when you go in for the next one.
Right.
So as far as I can tell on this one, it's something that actually started in 2012. And, but he was charged. First of all, he had $100,000 bond when he was charged.
Damn.
But he did bond out and had an attorney. He was initially charged with a class B felony. Let me just make sure I got this right. Sorry, I just got to pull it up here. He was initially charged with a class B felony, which, they extended the court dates and things like that. And ultimately, his attorney was able to have him plead guilty to a lesser charge, which would be a class C felony. Nonetheless, both are felonies. But the biggest difference between the initial charge and what he pled guilty to is the violence aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take away the violent aspect of it and plead guilty to that, then it's a lesser sentence, obviously. Class B versus Class C in the state of Tennessee.
But rug charges, that's not violent.
What is it?
Rug charges, that's not violent, right?
No. It's nothing involving something that rhymes with rugs. It's not involving children. It's not involving children. It's not. It is involving other people and harming them. And doing other things.
Is it like armed robbery or something?
It could be something like that. But that's not what he pled guilty to. And there was more than one victim. So pretty serious. But then he had a judge, this was in Sumner County. He had a judge who seems, from what I could tell with all the hearings and the pleading down and everything else and being given bond and whatnot, he had a fairly lenient judge in this case, and
No, it has nothing to do with SA guys.
No. Of what? No. There's no women involved in this, and right? Is that what you're asking?
Well, that's what they were asking in chat.
Oh no, I can't see the chat. Okay, so no, there's nothing. That's not what.
Rugs are non-violent.
No.
A violent
Rugs
crime
are
is
non-violent.
is hurting another human
This would
being
be, yeah,
physically.
right. Yeah, no, this is like, it's like kind of what you suggested, but so what I'm saying is, I think from what I could tell with the number of hearings and how they stretched out, I think he was actually, even though the guidelines say for a Class C felony in the state of Tennessee, it's punishable from 3 to 15 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he served 3 years because ultimately he went in for a probation violation. So that's why you see him here at 2015.
Oh, so
I think he may have been given probation. I mean, or maybe served a very, like much less, like maybe 6 months, a year, something like that, you know? And then, so then another year passes and he's on probation, or he could have served 2 years, let's say. And he's on probation, so he doesn't even serve the minimum and has a probation violation. And now he has to go to prison. So that's where you see this picture.
So how long was he in prison?
I don't know.
Okay.
For this offense?
I mean, was he out around the time Sebastian went missing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh no, yes. There's been other offenses since this time.
Okay.
And they're different. But they're
This is Bowerfoot's middle son.
Yes. Correct. But this one was, I mean, pretty significant. And there's been others, and I mean, what can I tell you? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you know, he is definitely somebody that law enforcement has been speaking to, because it, you know, the way it looks to me personally, when I see pictures, like I said, you look at clouds, I could see a mouse, you could see a cat in clouds, right? So we're looking at fuzzy videos and things like that. But now, how they look now, Chris and Daniel look quite similar, especially in the way they wear their beards or goatees, right? Even their noses look similar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the face looks similar, but clearly 6'4", he's much taller. And so the fact that people notice that the woman that many people think they see, in, you know, what do we call that video? The flashlight, not the flashlight video, but the doorbell ring camera video, or the neighbor's camera video.
We call it the flashlight video.
It may very well be the flashlight video. So it may very well be that the person who looks like a man holding what looks like not an adult, you know, could be, it looks to me like it could be this person. It very well could be, you know, don't know. This is just guessing and, you know, just
your opinion. Yeah.
In my opinion, and like saying, it's my opinion that it's possible, not it's my opinion that it is.
Right.
But
you're saying it's a possibility. You don't know if it's a probability or not.
Correct. Now, his son, the oldest son, Terry Jr., who called into JLR, had very negative things to say about his father, Kathy.
Yes, he doesn't speak to them. I've actually got something I can pull up
Yeah,
about
he
that.
doesn't talk to them.
Right.
So he has no relationship with them. Daniel, he did not grow up with his father, really so much, but maintained a relationship, it seems like, and
Mhm.
has lived in and around different places in Sumner County, or maybe just outside Sumner County at a couple points, but mostly in Sumner County, most of his life. Also Davidson County. But, he is somebody I hope police are talking to and trying to find out, in my opinion, this family is, the way they were with Nina, it's a family affair, and supporting each other in all things together. And he is not, as far as I could tell, estranged from his family in any way. Estranged from his father and Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
He is not, unlike his older brother, who is.
Guys, for this, she is speaking about Edgarstein's stepbrother, who is a felon, is who she's talking about. That's who she's talking about.
Yes. Convicted felon.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And when that's, where you can find pictures like this is if you have a felony conviction in the state of Tennessee, these kinds of pictures are kept on file at a state level, not at a county level.
Mm-hmm.
Although you could find records of the offenses at a county level. You're not going to find mugshots like this unless you're, going to a state prison.
Yeah.
You're not in jail any longer. This is not an offense that you would be in a county jail for. You would have to go to a state prison.
Now, this, what I have pulled up on the screen is this is the estranged Bowerfoot son. His name is also Terry Bowerfoot. And I've got, he wrote on Facebook when Sebastian went missing, most likely the stepdad has something to do with it. He is a piece of trash and very capable of hurting young children. That was his opinion.
Yeah.
Do you ever see that?
I know I didn't see that post, but I heard the interview that he did where he was, basically saying the same thing, that, it's quite possible Chris, has the potential, and that he doesn't speak to his father and Kathy. I don't know what adjectives he used to describe them, but I remember it as like something's wrong. They're just not, good people. That's how I remember it. And clearly from what this is saying. And he wasn't just talking about Chris, he was talking about his stepmother as well,
Mm-hmm. I think allegedly that's why he doesn't speak to his dad, is because of allegedly his stepmother.
Yeah. So, and I'm curious about, how well, let me put it this way. Like, I don't know what the relationship is, but my guess is that it's been with all three of Terry's kids from his first marriage, right? That it's been an irregular relationship. Not, he wasn't there. They weren't living with him most of the time. It's just so, like, my guess is, I'm just guessing, like, because I've seen family photos on social media, for example, like, somebody had a big birthday, right? And you could see, and in the social media photo, you see all the people in the photo, and I look for him, and I don't see him, but that was, maybe he was where he's holding the picture. I don't know. So I don't know, how close he's been all the time, but it seems like he's been closer in the last number of years, few years, let's say. Nonetheless, he's, had a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Not and troubles of his own making.
Right.
This is not like, if somebody were, let's say, an addict, and they are doing something that's harming themselves, I would never show a picture like this, like send you this, like this, because I would say, listen, they have a problem, they have, an addiction, they need help, that kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying is, it's not that. It's somebody who's harming other people.
Right.
It's not a child. It's not SA.
It's a violent crime.
Mm-hmm. Although, what he pled to versus what he was charged with, and the charges are public record. I mean, you could see that he was charged with a violent felony.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to get into the specifics of it. There's only so many kind of felonies, I guess.
Right.
So that's the situation. I mean, I've been, there's a lot of things that are, Justin, I think when you show that you're live on Thursday night,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and it just reminded me, like, I really needed to like go back and look again, because it did seem like the person who was in that image video, did look taller than Chris would look standing next. That Edgar would look. I apologize. That Edgar would look like standing next to KK.
Right.
It looks to me, but again, I'm seeing one image, and the way people stand, I mean, in front of a camera can influence how they're viewed.
Sure.
But there's enough physical similarities, and obviously the family connections are, with a family that kind of keeps everything in the family, that hopefully law enforcement is seriously talking to this person and looking into where they were, what they were doing on, that weekend.
Right.
That prior to Sebastian going missing, and the night he went missing, and the day after, and so forth.
Right.
There's a couple other strange things that, I still am looking at, but there's a lot of things that are like red flags for me, in addition to just a criminal background. So I'm concerned.
Oh, I've still got that photo,
That's
Mohawk.
not to say, oh, sorry?
Nothing. I was talking to Mohawk. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't, let's just like brainstorming here, speculating, conjecture, hypothesizing, theorizing, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my mind. If it were somebody like that, that were to be found on video the night Sebastian went missing, in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And considering who else would be possibly a suspect, I would think this person would be the weakest link, like, he's already a convicted felon.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no chance that if he were involved in any way, and I should think if, not that he is, I have no idea, but if he were as a convicted felon, I mean, I can't imagine that you would get, if you participated in any capacity, this would be like, I don't know the law specifically, but you're looking at, spending maybe most or all of the rest of your life in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just because of your previous offenses.
Right.
Which is why it's important to see this, and I mean, who knows? Maybe he will hear about this and decide he is, he does know something and maybe wants to tell police, because it would mean a lot, I mean, I don't know that, like I said, I'm just speculating here. I'm just brainstorming, thinking about things. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking, Holly. What does he drive?
I don't know that they would do what they would do for him, save him, maybe the way he would save them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, to me, Kathy, I'm sorry, I gotta go back. To me, I don't know what you call her, Cruella. Her baby boy is everything.
Yeah.
Right? So she, the way she comes on social media protecting him, she's gonna protect him. And it does make sense to me in a certain way that, that I'm trying to think how to say this. It's so hard, Justin. It's so hard to say
okay.
some things.
You're fine.
It's like, if I'm thinking about things, and if Cruella was like, speculatively, allegedly, theoretically, if she were involved with planning, right, and the planning of it, of anything that night, the reason Sebastian Rogers is missing at this moment, she, being the type of mother that I've seen her to be, would not want her baby boy there.
Mm.
I mean, KK. I don't know. It's the difference between being her child or not her child.
Mm-hmm. I think Edgar was in the area.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And very well could have. Listen, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been going back and forth in my mind. Like, I think, but then again, I think who else is going to be like, so,
right.
Because let me put it this way. I mean, this Daniel Bowersock is taller. He has a more athletic build, right?
How tall is he?
6'4".
That's really tall.
It's really tall. And he has more athletic build. Like, to lift a child who weighs between, let's say, 110 to 120 pounds is, and carry them a distance.
Right.
It's not, the easiest thing.
Yeah.
So if Edgar theoretically, speculatively were there, then maybe he would choose to
drive.
Actually, but I do want to say one thing. The audio that we've heard in the past?
Grace is saying he has a Nissan Maxima.
Okay, Daniel Bowersock?
Yes.
I have also heard that he has a Nissan of some
sort.
Grace. I do not have any way to confirm that. Altima.
Sorry, Altima.
I have heard he had.
Grace used to work for judges and stuff, so she wants to actually call in.
Has she heard about what is the other version of the Nissan?
There's Sentra, Altima, Maxima.
Right. So does she know the difference between a Sentra? I mean, is it possible if you would ask her, it would be a Sentra possibly?
She wants to call in right now. Actually, is that okay? And let's see if I think she's got some information she wants to.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely.
Okay, Tony's in here.
There's going to be more to come on this.
Okay.
There's going to be more to come. But I have to confirm things. So just speculating. This is just as far as the car goes. I have no idea what kind of car. I'm just saying what people are saying.
Right.
I don't know. I have no way to confirm that. But
okay.
What I told you tonight, I can confirm 100%.
Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Right.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Okay,
good work.
Good
work. Thank you. Bye bye. Grace, you can call in if you want. Oh yeah. You can call in and I'll mute. (2018) Altima registered to him. Shit. I'll play it here in just a second. Let me look. I'm looking at stuff. Do you know what color it is? Yes, Lolo, I'm good. Yep. Grace or girl mom, call in. Grace said it's red. Let's look what a 2018 Nissan Altima. Let's see here. From, let's see, the side angle, side view. This is what a 2018 would look like. Let's do it like this. 2018 Nissan Altima. Altima 4. All right, so this is shit. Is what let's flip it. Is anybody calling in? Great. Girl mom. I need to mute guys because it's important. Okay. Is ICU in here? Can someone pull a background for me or send me a background? Um so he allegedly has an Ultima and a Sentra. An Ultima and a Sentra, and the Sentra is gray. Gray. Let me see here. 1 second. Holy shit, on a shingle. Where's Juliet? Jude. Fine. Okay. Julius, do you think this is one? Oh, I think there has to be a reason. Let me look at this. Um, Oh, wow. I think it's something like this. Like this. Holy shit. Just text. Are you gonna call girl mom? Girl mom, call in. Yeah, I was talking about him the other day, and that got Julie to doing some research. And hold on, guys. If you had this. Yeah, I got, yeah. I need to pull something, guys. We're live, so it takes a minute, but hopefully it will be worth it. Okay. Perfect timing. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you, dear?
Good. I am good. So I just wanted to tell you my updated theory.
Okay.
I think that KK called one of Edgar's family members that night before she called him. Because I've been thinking, why would Edgar help her? Or why would Edgar be so involved or stay with her? I don't think he's staying with her to protect her, but I think he's staying with her to protect family. And I think that she knew that. I think by calling a family member first, she knew he would protect his family. And the reason his family would help is because if anything came out that made them look bad, they would never get custody of Faith.
Right.
So if she called that family member, whoever she called, and said, oh my gosh, there was an accident, Edgar has his court date coming up, they're going to protect Edgar so he can get Faith.
Yep. That is true. I'm going to show y'all this right here. What I'm going to cover this stuff up, though. The VIN. And all that. Go ahead, Germa. I'm listening. I'm just
that's
on
about it.
20
I just
things.
wanted to kind of throw that out there that I think that she knows exactly what she was doing by connecting, by keeping Edgar tied into it. Like she knew exactly what she was doing. And
thank you, Regina. 5 months. Thank you, my love. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he wasn't going to protect her, but he will protect his family. And I think that
you remember when Edgar said any of the family? He's a mechanic. Oh my God. He's a mechanic. He's a mechanic.
Well, I was just looking up his Facebook profile, and I sent you something.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
what does he say there? Do you know what he says there?
No, but you can just hear him talking. He's talking about, I don't know. You'll have to go play, but he sounds just like Edgar.
Wow. He always said, or any of the family.
But something else, I have talked to somebody recently about why they wouldn't publicly come out and say it's a criminal investigation. Like, why? What would be the purpose? Why wouldn't they just say that? And the person told me, and she doesn't know, it's not that she's talked to anybody in the case. She's just giving me her opinion. But she said, because it's probably a sealed indictment, and if they never said it was criminal before publicly in a press conference, then they couldn't come out and say it now publicly in a press conference. I know that we've seen, your emails, and we know that, but they can't come on the news and say this is a criminal investigation, because if it's a sealed indictment, they don't want certain people
to know,
tipped off.
Right.
And because they would also do a sealed indictment because of a flight risk factor of them fleeing.
Love you, Carol.
So we know that they left to go wherever they went. We don't even know if they went to Memphis when they left. Right? The first time that they left.
When who left?
When Edgar and KK left in the very beginning, like.
Well, I mean, they were in Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah, because people was driving by there.
But the fact that they did leave, and didn't they leave on the day that the landfill search was happening?
Say that again.
Didn't KK and Edgar leave the same day that the landfill search was happening?
I don't know.
I think they did. And so, regardless, they left.
Thank you, Summers Army. Yes, they did. They left the same day they were doing the landfill search. That says something right there. Damn.
Well, that's it right there. I mean, there is a flight.
Thank you, baby.
Risk flight with them. And so that's why they're so tight-lipped about everything.
Mohawk said no, it was the day of the Nancy interview. That's the day they left?
No,
they were already there.
So, yeah, because that interview came out on the 27th, right? March 27th?
March 27th?
Yeah, I think they were already. I think so. It was like a month after he was missing.
That they did the landfill?
No, they did the landfill on March the 8th, maybe.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure that they packed up and left the day of the landfill search. And they were gone for a while.
So CP changed a serpentine belt, allegedly. That's what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Day 20, they did Olivia interview, Mohawk said.
What day did they do Olivia's interview?
Day 20.
Okay. Yeah. That was, I mean, we've seen that. That was very telling. So,
March 7th was again, landfill.
I'm pretty sure that they like up and left.
Landfill search was on day 10, same day as the interview with the blonde news lady. Landfill search was this.
Okay.
Yep, yep. Mohawk's right. Mohawk's right. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but you know, why get up and leave when your child is missing? I mean, I don't think it was because they were being harassed. I don't think that. I think that they were scared and trying to get away.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Deborah.
I think KK was trying to avoid talking to any police. And I now think that Sumner County was okay with Edgar going to get his camper those first couple of days, because I think that they probably saw that as an opportunity for them to question KK alone. And I think that they had the light video figured out pretty much from when they started scaling back. I think they are. I mean,
yeah. From what Nick Barris said and other sources, they knew even a few days prior to them scaling back. Actually, I have something. I've got a news clip where it says, you know, when they went back out to search, it was when they went back out to search, the newscast said they are here, but they have said that they are not expecting to find anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not expecting to find anything?
Because, I mean, again, I think that they pretty much knew kind of what happened from the beginning. I mean, you know, we've heard the neighbors kind of say that. So I do think that there are at least 4 people involved. And I think that someone's going to end up talking. If not, I think maybe somebody even might have already started talking. But I guarantee there's going to be a star witness that's going to tell the story. And that story is going to line up with people's phone pings, Apple Watch movements, you know.
I think they got a hell of a lot.
Mm-hmm. I do too. So, I mean, again, when we were at the vigil, you know, my husband asked the cop there a couple of questions, and he said the detective is only working this case. He doesn't take on any new cases.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of just told us what we needed to know.
Right. Oh, this is interesting. Ooh.
What?
When was this? That was February of 2025?
What is it?
I'm looking at said person's something on. I can't say right now.
Oh.
I can show you a little bit, but
That's pretty much all I wanted to say, and I think that they're working on it. And again, I think that, you know, the person that I talked to said that they don't even have to have all of their proof to bring to. So what will happen is it'll go to like they'll gather what they have. A judge will sign off on it, like if it's a sealed indictment, and then they'll take it to the grand jury.
I mean, this will be the highest profile case that they've had.
For sure. They'll take it to the grand jury, and then they take it to the district attorney, and the district attorney is the one who brings the charges. So, and she did say, she said, you know,
I got to send you some stuff.
She said a sealed indictment is very serious. If anyone even tries to, like, the judge won't even know what's in it until it's presented to the judge.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that anybody that even tries to, you know, get it, it's a misdemeanor. So.
Wow.
I do think that that's going to happen.
That's an old one. Let's see here. I'm trying to look at some stuff. Let me look at 20. Let me look at this. Maybe Malibu. Chevy Malibu.
And with the vehicles, I mean, I think what Julie is talking about is a very good possibility. I didn't realize how much that guy and Edgar look a lot alike. But I do think that there's another vehicle that was used, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do think that the car went all the way up Kellen, came back. But I think that there was something used.
This is another car that I'm looking at right now. Let me show you. Oh, oops. Hold on one second. Oops, shit. This right here. It looks like a 2008-ish Malibu. And interestingly, the lights are up and down, and it has this thing on the side, this reflector.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to me as well.
That's just, I think it's coming soon, and I do think that they're working.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do too. I mean, you was at the vigil. You was at the vigil, and you could tell that these police officers are on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and again, this is probably the highest profile case that they've ever had.
Yeah.
And this detective and this sheriff wanted a resolution to it because that's all they hear all the time. And they know that if it gets solved, they're going to be heroes.
Yep.
But I think that there's some people that don't want it solved. and are trying to come up with some alternative theories, and they're having to go on some goose chases.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that they're working it, and they know that. Well,
here.
that's all I had.
Okay, so Portland, Tennessee to Hendersonville is 32 minutes.
Yeah,
that's
interesting.
That's interesting.
And I do think that they found something in that landfill. I think that everything almost that they've come out with.
Thank you, Lisa.
I think almost everything that Sumner County has come out and said, like that they didn't find anything in the landfill. Like I think they found something in the landfill.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that they found something. And that the reason they said the way they said it, so they wouldn't tip off certain people.
Oh, 1,000%.
And that way they could keep them talking. So, and then obviously something's happened where somebody's not talking anymore.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think, why wouldn't you, when you have a missing son? I'd be calling every single day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yes.
And I can tell you, people in Tennessee, you know, they find out, they're not going to be welcome.
Someone doing something to a child new?
Mm-mm. Nope. So, I think that they know that they're being.
Sorry.
I think that they're being hush hush about that too, because they probably don't want people to go after them before they can get justice.
Mm.
But anyways, well, I'm going to drop down and watch and chat. I hope you have a good night, and good night to everybody in chat.
Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, that's very, very interesting. I need to find that call that I have. Gallery. Let's see here. Bear with me, guys. Video. Maybe it's under video. Hold on. Girl mom, I'm gonna text you. This is getting interesting. Okay. I don't know what I did with it. So, girl, can you send it to me? I'm going to play this call. Of the guy that spoke to the PI. That only way it makes sense for Nick Barris to say it's not a criminal investigation if there is a legal reason. He got in a bunch of shit. Justin Bowersox Jr. worked in Cleveland, Tennessee. Remember Silver and the Walmart sighting in the same town. I remember that, but I don't know where he works. Right. That's where he worked. Okay. All right. I'm going to upload it. Bear with me. I just got it. Recent. Why is it not working? Bear with me, guys. Where's it downloading at? I don't understand here. Saved in your messages, stored media. Messages, stored media. Okay, gallery. Gallery. Messages, stored media. Damn, where's it at? I gotta upload it. Device. Not images. Audio. Messages. Downloads. All right, I'll play it this way. Give me 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm going to play it through my microphone for now. Okay. Yeah, Sandra, that's what I'm playing. All right.
From one of the guys on the job site said I needed to call you.
Oh, what?
Sorry?
What?
I'm getting to that. Give me a second. I am trying to, I just want to get the logs of when Chris Proudfoot checked in and checked out of the job site on February 26th.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. On Sunday, right? That Sunday, I told him to put his fucking skirts on his trailer. I left on my holiday at 8 o'clock at night. I got back at 11:30 from the fucking bar. He was still there. And the night he was on the fucking job site at 5:15 in the morning. There's no way he drove to Nashville, murdered a kid, fucking buried the motherfucker, came back and was on the site by 5:15. It's so bullshit.
That's not what I was gonna say. I'm just covering my base.
Can you believe he said something like that? Holy hell.
And trying to clear and just doing my job.
The internet is on some fuck shit, man.
Yeah.
That man didn't leave the fucking Memphis that weekend, man.
Yeah. I didn't think he did. I just had to do my job to make sure that
it's very hard for me to say on the internet because all the appendix and the other operators' inboxes are flooded. Random phone calls from private investigators.
I bet.
Just know that man did not leave Memphis.
Okay.
I'm not his fucking friend. I'm just his fucking boss. So I gotta tell you something.
Now, this is supposedly his boss.
The man did not leave Memphis.
Well, that is great to know, and I'm so glad.
We have him on camera.
Yeah.
Things you. We have 5 cameras that record year round.
Yeah.
But they don't log over every 24 hours. We can go back a year we can go back 5 years if we really want to.
Wow.
Then show yes stamp.
They have amazing cameras to see you. We can zoom in and everything else. They have them trying to record. The FBI
I don't know of a supervisor or a boss that talks like that.
has been here twice.
Okay.
The FBI came here and followed our time log and tracked our cameras.
Yeah.
You could put Chris's whereabouts. So that's why Chris was never fucking whatever polygraph.
Yeah.
Because they knew that Chris was here.
Yeah.
We had cameras at where we live.
Yeah.
And then cameras at St. Jude.
Yeah.
But beyond that, he has taken a polygraph for the police last week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so just so you know, I know you guys are just
it aggravates the shit out of me with all the shit they're talking about Christmas family running through the mud.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm just going to look at every angle, and that was something I needed to do in order to, eliminate. But
I'm a terrible witness and his boss, and I'm telling you right now, the man did not leave Memphis. He's my crane operator. We have him on camera on site. We have RFID tags. He's attached to in and out of the job.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really, that's why he was never part. That's why the FBI cleared him in the police theory.
Yeah.
He was not.
He said that's why he's never taken a polygraph.
Yeah.
Now, I can't claim for anybody else. I don't know his fucking wife. I don't know the rest of the other people.
Yeah.
And I can tell you one thing, that Chris didn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure, no doubt in my mind, because if he did, he wouldn't have been back out here. We sent him
He threw KK under the bus.
home because of all this shit.
Yeah.
For just 4 or 5 weeks. How fucking long he was home? Well, for one, because Tim was missing. 2, we didn't need all extra drama and media attention on St. Jude.
Right.
He said that's why we sent him home for 4 or 5 weeks. I thought his job was up in the air.
So this is a big deal for us, and
It's not Edgar. It's
and
not
that will
Edgar.
bring media attention, social media attention to St. Jude, Morrow, Crane, and all this and our company.
Yeah.
And it's not good. And it's affecting. I'm actually looking for a place for Chris to go and get a fresh start where no one knows where he is.
He said he's trying to get a fresh start for Edgar.
Yeah.
Because of all the shit. We've had video YouTubers, other fucking guys.
I hate those motherfuckers.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I'm getting random phone calls.
Don't feel bad. Like, as the PI on the case, I'm getting ripped to fucking shreds too. So we're all having fun with this, getting fucking attacked from every angle.
It is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Beyond ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bro, he asked me, Sebastian was on Reddit, he probably fucking talked to some people, and then he walked out of the fucking house and somebody picked that kid up. They traced him back with the dogs a mile from the fucking house.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Let me see if it'll let me. That is not true.
They traced him back with the dogs a mile from the fucking house.
He says they traced him back with the dogs a mile from the effing house. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Well, the day after. After the dogs on his ass. So that was the FBI dogs.
Yeah.
Well, who knows if he's on Reddit? Who knows where the fuck he was? I told Chris, I said, you need to look and find a Reddit account. Because my kid ran away, or we found a fucking Reddit. They were like, your dad is brown as you, he's terrible. You should run away, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what my kid did. The same shit. I wasn't gone for 60 fucking days, but I can tell you, there's a whole sea of little crybaby motherfuckers that if you punish your fucking kid or you discipline them and you're a parent, you know, you're the worst person in the fucking world. They could be right. There's so many online forums.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous. And that was it for my kid. Now, that guy knows about Reddit, they don't know the accounts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They look.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, that is a whole ass thing.
Yeah.
And it would surprise me. Someone picked that fucking kid up.
Yeah. I just don't know how, because there's nothing on camera, you know, there's like no ring cam footage of any cars picking him up or anything. It's just,
You walked out of the house and went to a big sermon.
There is cars of picking him up.
yeah.
Well, they tracked him.
Doing something.
The dogs, I mean, he walked a mile from the house barefooted, and the dogs picked his scent up a mile from the house, and they all shot.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Kids don't just disappear a mile from the house.
Yeah.
He seems very much invested, in my opinion. Very much invested. That, like, a boss would say, would be more professional, number one. And number two would say, yes, he was here. Thank you for calling. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know, but thank you for talking to me. I'm sorry that you're having to put up with so much bullshit. And I've never said anything negative about Chris or Katie. I know they don't like me, and I ain't never said nothing about them, so.
No, it's all good. I'm just keeping it real with you. I mean, the cadaver dogs traced that boy a mile from the house.
No, they didn't. Cadaver dogs? No. No dogs did.
Or the construction site or wherever the fuck it was, the house they were building forever. In my opinion, someone picked the kid up.
Yeah.
Edgar kept pushing that, though, remember?
Someone's harboring that child.
Yeah.
So, it still is that. I know Chris pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
And he's not fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Trust me, he would leave his old lady before he did some dumb shit like that. And we've actually had that fucking discussion. And him leaving Katie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was fucking unhappy and there's shit going on. And look, you know, Chris, you know.
He was not happy and shit was going on.
Oh, and he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to leave, dude. I'll start over again. I was like, fuck it, do you? That's your MO, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know? So.
I'm going to replay that part again.
You know, and he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to leave, dude. I'll start.
Let me rewind that more.
He was. I told Chris, I said, you need to look and find a Reddit account. Because my kid ran away, or we found a fucking Reddit. I wasn't gone for 60 fucking days, but I can tell you, there's a whole sea of little crybaby motherfuckers that if you punish your fucking kid or you discipline them and you're a parent, you know, you're the worst person in the fucking world. They could be right. There's so many online forums.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous. And that was it for my kid. Now, that guy knows about Reddit. They don't know the accounts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They look.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, that is a whole ass thing.
Yeah.
And it would surprise me. Someone picked that fucking kid up.
Yeah. I just don't know how, because
just shameful to talk about a child like that.
there's nothing on camera, you know, there's like no ring cam footage of any cars picking him up or anything. It's just,
Then you walked out of the house and went to a predetermined,
yeah.
When they tracked him with the dogs, I mean, he walked a mile from the house barefooted, and the dogs picked his scent up a mile from the house, and they all shot.
Yeah.
Kids don't just disappear a mile from the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man, but thank you for talking to me. I'm sorry that you're having to put up with so much bullshit. And I've never said anything negative about Chris or Katie. I know they don't like me, but I ain't never said nothing about them. So
No, it's all good. I'm just keeping it real with you. I mean, the cadaver dogs chased that boy a mile from the house. Whether it was construction site or whatever the fuck it was, the house they were building forever. In my opinion, someone picked the kid up.
Yeah.
Someone's harboring that child.
Yeah.
So, and it's still is that. I know Chris pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
And he's not a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
Trust me, he would leave his old lady before he did some dumb shit like that. And we've actually had that fucking discussion. And him leaving Katie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was fucking unhappy and there's shit going on. And look, Chris, and he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to leave, dude. I'll start over again. I was like, fuck it, do you? That's your MO, ain't it?
Yeah.
So, but I can vouch for that man's whereabouts.
Yeah.
Curious how you got my phone number.
You know what? If I could tell you a name, I would, but he didn't tell me his name and I didn't ask him.
Well, it's not this fuck ass Thomas, but that's okay. He's a fuck boy too.
I really don't.
You have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I know. Bye.
Guys, 1 second, please. Okay, guys, sorry about that. If that's the way a boss talks, I don't know about that. Not sure about that. Where did you send it, Lisa? Where did you send it at? I don't see it. I don't see it. By the way, let me show you. Someone sent this to me that lives in the neighborhood. Enoch Way. Sebastian's sign is no longer beside the road. It's not, that's not Edgar. I'm telling you, it's not Edgar on the phone. What did he keep saying, Sebastian, on Reddit? He was saying like someone he might have been talking to like someone might have been talking to Sebastian on Reddit or something like that. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's not Edgar. That's why, see, I've known this call for a long time. But what I don't understand is there's 3 different accounts, like 5:30, 6, 6:30. No, the call wasn't sped up. No. You sent me a text. Okay. Oh. Members. Chris never mentioned his stepson was missing, but yet this supposed worker or boss knows everything about. Mm. 1 second. Okay, let me look at this. Guys, hit the thumbs up button, please. Working hard here to get 1,000 thumbs up. What is that? Growing your... What's Tennessee Auto Rack? What's Tennessee Auto Rack? Auto Rack Repair? I don't understand. One second. That's bullshit. Hmm. 114 Mapleton Forest. Cleveland, Tennessee. Let me see here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Okay, I got this. Thank you. This is interesting. No, Portland is close to... Where's Portland, Tennessee? That man would believe anything Edgar told him. Perhaps. Could this be Daniel? Well, I have audio of Daniel. You want to hear it?
Really grinds my gears. People talk and talk and talk. That's all you do is talk. I want this. I want that. I want to do this. I want to do that. There's two simple things to where that happens. Number one, shut your motherfucking mouth. And two, get up off your ass and go make it happen. You ain't got what you want, that's on you. You ain't doing what you want to do, that's on you. You talk and talk and talk. What? You a Duke Blue Devil fan? All you do is talking. I should have this. I should have that. Somebody give me this. Somebody give me that. You a Democrat? Not gonna get into that. Anyway, back to my point. It's on you if you ain't got it. Does that mean it's going to be easy? Hell no. Life is hard. Deal with it. Just shut your motherfucking mouth and get up off your ass and go get it. And you be good. Hope everybody has a great day. Go Tar Heels.
That was him in 2020.
In my opinion, someone picked the kid up. Yeah. Someone's harboring a child. Yeah. So, and it's still really day. I know Chris pretty fucking well. Yeah. And he's not fucking perfect. Yeah.
I don't know. What did Sense of Soul say? Same demeanor, same colorful personality. Yeah, you got a point there. Thank you, Lisa. The inflection of certain words. Hello, Mr. Mrs. E. I don't know, Maurice. I don't know. I really don't. Lisa, where did you send it at? Via email? Hold on. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Okay. I don't have anything in my email. Did you send it to the All Justice for You? Let's see here. I'm looking, but I don't see. Okay, maybe I just got it. Nope, that's not it. 3 properties owned by the family together in Gallatin. Mm-hmm. Yep. Where was Daniel calling when that was recorded? That one you just heard right there, Julie? Where did you send it, Lisa? Yeah. I don't know, MS. Justin, it failed to send the attachment. I can get it somewhere. That was on YouTube, or not YouTube, Facebook. It was on Facebook. I think 2 Maries. There you go, Sense of Soul. Yep. How about that? That's very interesting. I didn't Could be. Could be, Julie. No, I don't believe in this voice change. I don't think. Okay. Sorry, y'all are blowing my phone up right now. Okay. Yeah, CT can call in. Go ahead, CT, call in. I don't think I was a boss. I mean, that don't sound like a boss to me. At all. That's the same voice that is Daniel, 100% in my opinion. You think so, Widow? So did Heather or Chris give that recorder call to all? I don't know. It's went around. Maybe Boss Hog. Okay, Leah, thank you, honey. Sorry, I'm not talking much, guys. Y'all are. Hey, CT, what's up?
Hey, Justin, it's been a little while.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Yeah, thank you. I know you're probably like getting a bunch of people calling, but something that occurred to me, that can't possibly be his boss, in my opinion.
Right.
Because it would completely I mean, not only would no boss sound that, profane and unprofessional, but it would also completely contradict something that Edgar Athlete Split said earlier. So you remember how Edgar said that, I almost got in trouble over this, right? In one of the interviews, or somebody he was talking to.
That he almost got. Yeah, he almost got.
He almost got
fired.
Yeah. So it's like, saying, well, did you almost lose your job? I forget the exact conversation, what the wording was, but yeah, he was like, yeah. So he was definitely trying to imply that he almost got fired, supposedly because of Sebastian's case. Well, okay, and yet we have this, quote, boss completely invested in him and totally defending him. Now, how are we supposed to, how can the same guy who's his boss here totally defending him and being, way invested in him than any boss actually would be, and yet was on the verge of firing him, supposedly. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Right. He said that he was going to put him. We gave him off 6 or 7 weeks, and then we was going to try to get him, in another place.
Yeah, and yet this guy that's supposedly his boss is going, way beyond and is totally rabidly defending him. It does not jive. It totally contradicts.
Yep.
The other thing is, I can't prove it, of course, but the voice played of Daniel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't prove it, of course, but I swear that has got to be the same voice to me.
You think so?
I do. If you have time later, if you can, do you think you can email me? Like, do you have those recordings saved as like an MP3 or WAV file or anything like that?
Yeah. Just text me or email me, and so I can reply to you.
Okay, and I'll try to compare them side by side, and see if maybe I can slow them down or something, because it's just, especially what I was saying, like on certain inflections, like the way he was saying certain words, it's so close. It's gotta, to me at least, it really sounds like it's the same person.
Yeah.
And if we consider the fact, like, if we think that this isn't his boss, then that means it would have to be either a really close friend or family or extended family who's trying to, pretend to be his boss.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I personally, 100%, I do not think that's his boss. No way. We can't prove it, of course, but that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah. They're both pretty high strung, aren't they? To say so, but
yeah,
I'm going to see if I can find more of him talking. That him talking was in 2020.
Okay. Yeah, and just like you said, you made the point earlier too. Like, what supervisor is going to go into that much detail? Like you said, he'll just say, whether he was there or not. They don't really want to get into all that. They would just give
he just seems kind of invested. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. But just talking to some random person on the phone,
right?
So if supposedly, and why would he get into all that detail? If he was going to answer at all, or he would have just gave a quick answer and say, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. But we're not going to talk anymore about that." He would have hung up on her. Getting into this much detail and being so rabid about it, it's like, yeah, he's definitely got some kind of. It seems like he's personally invested in it. That's what it sounds like. It's someone who's personally invested in it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the main thing I just wanted to say, is that it would contradict what Edgar said himself earlier, that, he almost got fired, and yet this guy is completely defending him. That does not match up.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Somebody's lying.
It doesn't sit right, does it?
No, not at all. It's like, no. So no, I don't think that was his boss.
I don't either.
Yeah. But well, thank you, Justin. It sounds like you're kind of getting a cough.
Yeah, I'm getting it again. I can feel it.
Oh man. Well, I hope you feel better soon, man.
Thank you so much. Okay. Appreciate you, Chris.
Yeah, well, okay. Sure, and I appreciate you too. Thank you for all your hard work.
Of course.
Yeah. But okay, I'll let you go, and thank you, Justin.
Thank you. Good night. All right. Let's go back and listen to what Silver on the Scene said. before. Thank you so much, Jim, and I really do appreciate you. Hold on one second.
Call from Grace Parents' daughter.
Hello?
Hey, Justin.
Hello? What's
Hello?
up?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
This is Kiki.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? This is Grace Parents' daughter.
Yeah.
And I just had a question for you that I thought was kind of crazy. But
Sure.
if a certain person's brother
Uh-huh.
is a mechanic,
Uh-huh.
and the guy at the campground, could he have seen the brother and thought he was someone else?
Well, he didn't actually see Edgar that evening. He just said he saw his truck at when he got back in the neighborhood or the camper hood at 11:30.
Oh, I thought someone had seen him working on a car. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, earlier that day, Edgar said he worked on a car, one of his buddy's car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another question I had was if the person was at work that early in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
say if they were, someone would have had to unlock the gate or someone would have had to have keys to get in that early, correct?
In my opinion, I think so. But I mean, the gates allegedly don't open till 7 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. That was just the two questions that was on my mind.
Yep. Yep, for sure. For sure.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Have a good night.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you so much. For 8 months, really do appreciate. The old quote, birds of a feather flock together, is pretty accurate. All of CP's acquaintances speak just like him. Isn't that the truth? Gemini, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Thank you, my dear, for your support, and thank you for being a member, giving it all I got. Appreciate you very much. Silver talked to a coworker. I don't know he did, but I was wanting to pull up Silver to see what he said back then.
It just came to me. It's one of those things where I fully believe Silver's on the scene. The scene when you put yourself out.
Let me
jump in here.
forward.
What I was told, and everything in here is allegedly, in my opinion. So I was told information. I'm about to share it. I think it's big. I think it's huge. I was told information by a co-worker of Christopher Proudfoot's. So I'm taking that information. I'm sharing it.
I mean, exactly, Crafty Girl. I mean, what? Do you ever talk to your boss about leaving your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend?
I'm not going to share any names. Okay. There's a couple of details. I'm not going to get too specific. I'll get specific enough you'll understand. But just to make sure, there's no blowback back to the person I spoke to.
Well, we know that there's an Altima and a Sentra.
But here's the big thing.
And let me tell you something. You can ask Mob Crew. You can ask anybody that's got legitimate sources. You can ask if Mr. and Mrs. E are in here right now. The neighbors say it was a sedan, in their opinion.
I'm going to take what I was told and then I'm going to put my spin on it, right? Someone says this and I'm going to tell you what I think about that. And that's allegedly, in my opinion. And I may repeat that throughout the video.
This is it. We're going to listen to what he
also taking what I was told is allegedly in their opinion. However, they interacted directly with him as they worked with him. So just want to throw that up there. So that's where we're at. And back to we will not forget you, Sebastian. That's a promise. you're going to see how relevant that is and what I'm about to share with you. So the job site, as you know, in my video of searching in Memphis, as well as yesterday's recap.
Yeah, CB, I said that months ago. Months ago. There was, I mean, there was motion monitors like at night if someone would go to the kitchen.
Where I talked about Memphis, I really didn't even know I was going to go by the job site when GPS was taking me to my location to search. Did not know I was going by the job site, and there it is. And you see the cranes, right? And we know Chris was a tower crane operator, right? And so he worked on one of those cranes. Now, this is big information from the job site. Chris Proudfoot job site. Did you know? Because let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I put the did you know in there because I don't think I knew any of these things. I knew things related to them, but you're about to see what I was told. I did not know this. And after being told these, I got very emotional, and I'll explain that when I cover everything I was told. But did you know? So as you listen to these things, did you know these things? Because I don't think these things are out there. And it's going to lead us right to, we won't forget you. The people that are out looking and searching for Sebastian, who are trying to bring him home and find him. But did others forget you? Did others forget you on the same day you went missing? Allegedly, in my opinion, yes, they did. So let's dive into it, right? Let's dive into it. Let's not waste any time. You know, I watch YouTube videos and I go, why are you wasting so much time? Let's dive into it. And we're going to do it like this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this up here. And that is right here. And then I'm going to throw this up there right here. Okay, so here's what we know. We're going to do this like this because I want to reveal these things to you as we go through. I'm going to keep Sebastian over here so we can see him. What did I learn? What did I learn? So here's how this came about. I made a visit to RV to make sure, an RV place in Memphis that I'd never been to see if Chris had stayed there. Because based on where I was looking, it would make sense for Chris to stay there. It's the closest RV to the job site. While I was there, I learned a lot. Let's jump into it.
Y'all, come on, hit that thumbs up.
I was able to.
Come on, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. It's 12:15 in the morning and I'm working my ass off. Come on. Hit the thumbs up, please. We need 1,000 thumbs up.
Speak to someone who worked with Chris, because Chris is not working there now. You know, one of the questions somebody asked, I was talking to more than one person. Where's Chris now? I don't care where Chris is. I'm not worried about where Chris is now until we find Sebastian. And when we do, then we'll focus on that. That's your get justice part, right? Get justice. Let's find him. Let's keep the awareness alive and find him. So what did I learn? Here we go. Diving in. Big. RV not at job site. So by coming by the job site for the first time and seeing it, my thoughts are you could not put, not just Chris, but anybody that worked there could not park their RV on that job site and just wake up and come right out and work. There's really not room for it. So talking to the person, I said, hey, could he have put his RV here? Oh, no, absolutely not. No one can. Okay, so there were a lot of comments. Oh, Chris was at the job site, his RV. It was not. Not only was it not at the job site, Chris's RV was not at the Memphis part that I was speaking to. Okay, it's about 8 miles from the job site, 6 miles from the location I was looking at when I was looking for a possible body bag. Great, you know, straight shot into the RV. From the RV to the job site, so it would make sense. And there are people that work at the job site that are staying there. We discussed Yogi and Easy Days and all these other ones, but this one, he was not there. Furthermore, the one thing I didn't discover, one thing I did not learn is where he was the night Sebastian went missing. The thoughts were this, because I asked the question, the thoughts were more than likely Yogi. Okay, but we're not 100% sure on that. Okay, what's next? Shady, not to trust. The words I was told were this. I believe.
Thank you, Detective Golden. Really do appreciate your support, my dear. Thank you, Summers Army. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate y'all. Welcome
He's
to
a
the
shady
family, and thank you, Summers Army.
person and would not trust anything he says or does. Would not trust anything he says or does. That's really not revelation, because we've all heard him in his interviews where we see him or where he calls into channels or podcasts or ever how he's talking. You know, this is allegedly in my opinion, but at the same time, I don't know Chris Proudfoot. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him. All I have to go on are his own words and behaviors. And I've said this before. Go back, find some videos.
I'm going to
His words and behaviors
I want to know what he found.
Means that Chris operate.
Okay.
All these things are. You see that these buildings are made with iron. These are iron beams, steel beams that are lifted up by these cranes that Chris operates. So what I'm saying is, if you got to be clear-headed, you got to be sharp and focused. And evidently Chris is. He wouldn't be doing this job. Let's give him credit. Evidently he's sharp and focused, and he can operate one of these, because he's up there. He's way up there himself operating this thing. But
he gets 3.5 hours of sleep and operates those.
This day.
No.
On this day. Ooh, we don't want that revealed. Hold on. On this day at 11 a.m., 4.5 hours. That's right. 4.5 hours after reporting his stepson missing, meaning three-way call with Katie, 6:30 a.m. Not only is he still working, he's still working at 11 a.m. We'll talk about that in a minute. But he was relieved because he was not focused. Not focused. Off. OFF. He was off. On the same day, his stepson goes missing. So he was relieved.
Oh, thank you, Maurice. Thank you, baby. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, baby. If you received one of those, make sure you give our beautiful Maurice a big, big thank you. Very kind of you, my dear. Make sure if you received one of those, give our beautiful Maurice a big, big thank you.
Chris wants to tell you, he wants to tell you, everyone listen, myself and anyone who will listen, that the reason he didn't get home till 1:30 or 2, leaving the job site at 11, I don't know if he specifically said 11, but he probably did, was because no one was there to relieve him. BS.
That's bullshit. I know that's bullshit.
Allegedly, in my opinion, but hey, I've been told there were more than
Thank
one
you,
reliever.
Lisa.
There was at least one reliever and possibly two on the
I've always heard there has to be two others.
Site that day. Come on, Chris. Let's move on. Arrived 6:30 a.m. Chris wants to make you believe 5:15. Why would he need to be at the jobs? Let's think about this for a second. Why would a tower crane operator, when no daylight is up, it is dark, why would he need to be on the job site at 5:15? I think you've seen some other creators go out there and see that others may show up, inside workers, drywall workers, many different types of construction people at 5:15. What I was told is there would be no reason to be there before 6:30 a.m. And then you're going to start
no reason
in your crane around 7. 6:30 is when he's reporting his stepson missing. 4.5 hours later, he's relieved.
Alibi.
Why tell us
Alibi.
5:15?
Yes.
Come on, Chris. Focus off. OFF. Unlike other days. I told you, I'm going to give Chris credit. I will give people credit whenever I can. I'd like to give Chris a lot of credit. Chris, you're listening to this. Talk to me. Email me, silversonthescene@yahoo.com. 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 You are making yourself unlikable. You are making yourself untrustworthy, shady, not to be trusted. Words and actions.
You would think working
Words
for
and
St.
actions
Jude.
make you like that. Your focus was off, unlike other days.
Sweet.
You ever watch Columbo? Columbo will notice when someone's focus is off. Law enforcement notices when someone's focus is off. Let's refer to other cases, high-profile cases. Just think about them. You'll hear on the media, you'll hear about law officials going and saying, hey, Jim, how was Bill the day his son went missing? Was he normal? Was he upset about his son? Did he want to find his son? Was that why he was off? Or was he just normal, like a normal day? Behavior and focus. This day.
I mean, if your wife called panicking, saying, oh my God, I don't know where Sebastian is, you would leave work immediately. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. You would be out the door. The one that gives receipts for Sunday CP, there is a reason, allegedly. Yep.
A guy who's very sharp. He has to be sharp to do this job. But on this day, his focus was off, unlike other days. And we're going to end it with this, and we'll cover them all. This is the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just say I get relieved from my job, okay? Whoever it is that comes over and says, hey, man, we're going to have to pull you off. You're just not.
Remember, Edgar says he was up in the crane when KK
focused.
called.
Then you would think, okay, so let's take Chris's words. I was relieved when they got a reliever. That's why I had to work till 11, okay? So you would think he's reported Sebastian missing. He gets off the phone at 6:30, turns to his supervisor if he's on the site there or on his way to site. When he gets to work, hey, man, my stepson's missing. I need to get out of here as soon as I can. Now, I would leave right then. Hell, I would call him. I wouldn't even be on the job site. Soon, I would be headed towards Hendersonville while I'm on the phone with Katie and the law enforcement and the sheriff or whoever they called, right? And I'm like, I'm on my way. I would have probably been there 3-hour drive. We know this. I've done it 5 or 6 times, 3-hour drive. I'd have been there at 9:30. I don't think Chris, out of his own words, got there till 1:30, 2 p.m. He was working. So when they come to relieve him, and you would think he'd go, I'm so sorry. I know I'm off. I probably should have been working. My stepson has disappeared. We don't know where he is. He didn't, though. He didn't report Sebastian missing to his work. What? So let's think about this. Hang the phone up with Katie. Law enforcement's descending on her house. Boom, big searches. Everybody's out looking for Sebastian. Chris Proudfoot,
the boss ain't going to be there at 5:15
allegedly,
in the morning.
in my opinion, based on what I was told, gets off the phone and goes to work. And 4.5 hours later is still working.
But that's the thing. Gets off the phone and then goes to work. He said he was up in the crane.
Just visualizing moving those those levers and picking up that steel and that iron or whatever and lifting it up to where they can put it in. He's working.
Yep.
And his stepson is missing. His wife is
panicking
all sorts about herself. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on?
Remember, she said she couldn't even call 911, but she could drive a car. But, she couldn't call 911. She was so distraught. Why weren't you on your way, Edgar?
Are you 4.5 hours later? Now, here's the question I have. He was relieved. Not his doing. He didn't say, raise my hand, stepson's missing, get someone over here for me. He was working. The first question I have, what would have happened had he not been relieved? Would he have worked the full shift?
Good night, Grace.
I'm assuming 7 to 3. Maybe they go 7 to 7. I don't know. 7 to 4. Would he have worked the whole shift? And then told us that there was no one there to relieve him? Not only did he not report him missing, when I was told...
Right, Cassie. She was so distraught, she couldn't call 911, but she could drive her mid-sized SUV, and she could talk to the neighbors. Got it.
That he was relieved. I asked the question this. I said this. So he probably said, like, stepson's missing. Oh, no. We had no clue his stepson was missing. I said, what? You mean to tell me this guy's working 4.5 hours and he hasn't told anybody? No.
That's weird as shit.
We didn't learn this till after he was gone. We didn't learn this until after he was gone from the job site.
Night, Craig.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on?
Yes,
I think we've been asking this question since day 1, day 2, September 26th, February 26th, February 27th. And now the questions just flowing even more as we're learning this information. So let's recap. Let's recap like this. Let's follow a timeline. Katie calls Chris, can't find him. Okay, these are what they're telling us. Can't find him. Let's call the sheriff's department. Why, Katie? Why, Chris, you didn't call 911? 911.
Be safe.
911.
Get in the bathtub if it gets bad.
3
or
numbers.
A basement or something.
Boom. I'm going to ask a question. Was it because 911 is recorded?
Praying, honey.
Allegedly, in my opinion, that's why you didn't call 911. So they report him missing. Chris then gets off the phone with Katie and not get in his truck and head east to be by her side to look for his stepson. He started working. Tells us had no one to relieve him. Now we know there was at least one there to relieve him, if not 2. And that he didn't stop working at 11 on his own. He was relieved. He was pulled off the job because focus was off, unlike other days.
If it was 11 o'clock, how was he there 12:30, 2.5 hours later? Focus was off.
His behavior was off.
Wonder why.
He's a sharp guy. Let's go back. I keep going back to this. He has to be a sharp guy to operate these. But on this day, the day this boy went missing, his stepson, focus was off. What else? Do not trust him. These are people working with him. Who knows you better than really 2 people? Your spouse or your coworker, right? There's those jokes. She's my wife work. He's my wife husband, right? We spend the most time with the people we work with and the people we live with. Roommates, family, spouse, coworkers. Not to be trusted. And no, he could not have that RV. Nobody could on that job site. So, what do we say with all this? We scratch our heads and we go, wow. So, for me, when I approached to ask, did Christopher Proudfoot stay at this RV? I was looking at a minute or less. Yes, no, take the flyer, thank you. This turned into about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, I did leave my phone number, and I don't expect a call. I'm not looking for any really more information, because let me get to this part. And that's this. And I'm going to bring him center here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've told you, I'm compelled to find Sebastian Rogers. I'm compelled to do whatever I can when I'm not working my full-time job, providing for my family to pay my bills. When I have time, I'm looking for this teenager, this boy who should not be missing.
Send it to me, Holly. 99
And I've told
problems.
Silvers too how passionate I am about it, because not only should he not be missing, but in my opinion, other than his biological dad, his mother and stepdad did not protect him. And that's just wrong.
It is.
We need to find him and get justice for him. So after I spent these 15, 20 minutes, Silvers 2 was in the car, and I turned to come back to the car. And ladies and gentlemen, I was hit with a wave of emotion. A wave of emotion. At first, I didn't understand it. I get in the car. Silvers 2 could see it immediately. What's wrong? What happened? What did he say? What did they say? All these things. And I'm like,
you know why, in my opinion, he didn't tell? Perhaps that his stepson was missing, because they would have made him leave. What? Why are you here? Go, bro. Go. Get out of here, right? There we go. It's craziness. Thank you so much to Silver on the theme. That's amazing. All right, guys. I am done for the evening. I'm exhausted. We'll have a big live here tomorrow, to say the least. Make sure you guys join me tomorrow. Holy shit. Monkey just came up here. Scared the shit out of me. Pearl. Pearl, come here. Okay. What a great laugh. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. All right. I'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing. I will see you guys probably 5:30, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Make sure you join us. I'll be doing some research tomorrow. If y'all have any research, send it my way. Really helps out. So if you find anything, send it to me. Thank you, Julie. Great stuff. I was talking about this guy the other day, Julie, doing some background stuff, and that's very, very interesting. And then we added on top of that tonight about the car and all that. So great stuff. Wherever you are, if you are in the path of the storms, take care of yourself. Take very good care of yourself. Justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Justice for Michael Joseph Vaughn. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Justice for all. Justice for all of these. What are you you got in your mouth? Hold on. No, you can't have that. You can't have that. No. All of these missing babies. Thank you, Lisa. You're working hard, Justin. Thank you, my dear. Oh. We are stalked. We have been in the basement. Oh, goodness, Kiki, be safe. Be safe. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Lisa. Really do appreciate you, my dear. All right. See you night with me. See you night. Much love, everyone. God bless. Good night.